Well, I'm from Houston. I study public relations at Sam Houston State University. I think communication is key in the workplace, corporate world, relationships, and life, anything. So I feel like even with that major, it'll just help me perfect myself as a person.
Why do you think there's so much emphasis now on like appearance and how people look?
And how important do you think it is? I think presentation is paramount. I love alliteration, so I do a lot of So I think presentation is key. So I think they're finally realizing with the economy the way that it is, that you have to come full throttle all the time, every interview, every point. You have to be on it scholastically. Like the way you dress, everything has to be key because everything counts now.
Because now everything is online, so people can see you more. So I think it's important to make sure like you look well, but you actually speak well.
But it's all about the balance in between all of those, and I think they're finally realizing it. And I think for Houston, it's kind of a surprise because it's giving us a chance to be a little more creative. So the conservative aspect, you get like that second look, but it gives you a chance to stand out and it gives you a platform because people really aren't going to understand it. So it gives you a chance to really express how you feel about your designs and your brand and what you're really trying to achieve, instead of being somewhere where it's really saturated and everyone's doing the same thing. So it gives you a chance to maybe just work a little harder. I think the vintage craze, it's effective and then it's not. I mean, I understand retail, it's really expensive and some people don't want to pay that money, and then I think vintage shops kind of cripples us from actually putting money back into things that we need, So I think those key pieces that you want to last forever, like a good pair of Mr. B shoes or a nice pair of stuff. Yeah, a mix. Like high-low, I definitely is key, but you can do the thrift, but do it for those pieces that you'll never see again. But then those pieces that you want to last a little longer, I mean, because you pay for what you get at the end of the day.
Of course.
So quality is the best policy if you want something to last.
When people ask you questions about what you're wearing, they're more or less impressed by the fact that you have all these different things on and that you put it all together and it looks like it's from the same collection or you bought it from the same store, when in case it's not, because you're like, oh, this is from here, this is from there. I got this from, I stole this from my grandmother's closet or, whatever. But I think that's something that's definitely cool about it, because it's not everyone's going to have the same thing that you have, because you've taken the time to look for it, you've taken the time to put it together, you've thought about this constantly. So I think
that's true. And I mean, as far as ensembles, the way I go, I always like to tell stories. So I feel like the more vintage your clothing, it tells a story about who has it, instead of just getting it right off the rack from like Zara or something like that. Like, it's yours, you're the first person to wear it, you create the storyline, but something that someone else has already had and already worn and already experienced, it gives it like an authentic feel. Like, this has been here for a while. This isn't just the first time.
Beautiful. Adrian Raquel.
Working with you.
Who we want.
Adrian.
So Adrian, if you're watching this, you're next.
Adrian, she is a delight. She's headstrong. She knows what she wants. She knows how to attack it. She knows how to grasp the concept. I mean, collaborating with her, I think, is one of the best decisions I've made. And just having her as a friend for emotional support, I mean, scholastic support, she's there. She's good.
A good A game here. So everyone, watch out for Mr. Chenier and all his goals moving forward, and follow him. And thank you guys.